Welcome back to the KCC. I am CB, also known as Wizard Warrior, coach of the LA Machine Kings, and this is week 2. And we are going up against the Greenbay Pack Openings, whose coach is Joey. Last week I said I was going to do live recordings, which I did, but I have not been able to find where my video editing is, and so I am just going to record things post-com now and suck it up, because I do not want to put you guys through super long videos that are not edited. So let us get into this. In game 1 of this week, I decided to bring Crusadia in my first match. I really thought he was going to lead off with something like Zoodiacs or maybe Sky Strikers, but he surprises me with UA. He won the rock, paper, scissors, and he chose to go first. I did not study UA because me and the person I talked to about my matches, we really did not think he was going to bring UA, so I was really unprepared for this, and it kind of shows in my battling. So as you can see, he starts off playing UA Hyper Stadium, and I did not know that he started off with all these spells. Luckily, he had enough cards to draw into, and he just searches and searches, and yeah, he starts building up the board. He passes on my turn. I am using Waterfront so that since I am sending a lot of cards to the grave, I'll get my Kaiju, and if I need to Kaiju something on his board, I can. In there, I did not realize Recluse. When you activate it, you then target, and I was trying to chain. Luckily, he stopped that, so I was able to get this. Using this ability, I get my field spell so that I can get rid of Waterfront if I need to Kaiju something, so he cannot use the Kaiju's effects with the counters on the field. And yeah, so a lot of stuff going on here. Kaiju some stuff. I had to rebuild my Link. I really wish there was a way to slow this down. And here I activated its effect, allowing it to attack all monsters my opponent controls, and board wiping. But he did have that field spell still in his hand, so he just gets a lot going on. And yeah, get bippity bopped here as he just keeps on comboing off, bouncing things back to his hand. Luckily, I had protection from my Equimax with my Arbora and my Graveyard. I use that to stop effects. And yeah, at this point I did think he didn't have anything in my hand, but sadly I drew Cosmic Cyclone, which does not help me kill him here, because I really needed like another monster to get more attacks on my Equimax to hopefully put him into a tougher spot, as well as get the quick effect by sacrificing it. But yeah, he just summons UA Dreadnought back, and he has another Power Jersey, and he just attacks there for game. Into game 2. I sided out a bunch of my cards for my second cards, such as Interrupted Kaiju Slumber and my Lightning Storm. Luckily for me, he also bricked super hard, which is what I thought he would happen with UAs, which is why I didn't think he would bring it. But sadly, he hold up, step back. Oh yeah, he stopped my plays right there with. Oh wait, no. Where did it go? Why did I not swap? Start. Why didn't I do anything? Next player's turn. I summon that. Oh, maybe he didn't interrupt my plays. For some reason I thought he interrupted my plays. And we just start link climbing. Probably should have used Leo there instead of the Draco so that I could revive something. But with Mud Skipper, I am able to get parallel exceeds and just start link climbing. And set up a Crusadia Avermax. And basically have a dominating board with a negate. And I did not have the other Crusadia monster that gets protection, but basically kaiju what he had and use this double its attack with a special summon monster, and with this effect I do double damage to battles with monsters, and I one-shot him. Going into game 3 of this set, he gets to choose if he were to go first or second. I thought he would choose to go second because in the last game I purposely chose to go second. Crusadias do like to go second, so I cited out my go in second cards for my go first cards. I also thought he wanted second for draw power because he wouldn't want to brick like he did in game 2, but he actually decides that I should go second, and then I just have a bunch of egg on my face because I put in Waterfront for my go in second cards because I really want that early draw for kaiju for possibly turn 3. So this really caught me off guard, and it will start to show in the battle. Luckily he did not brick with this hand either. Using this, getting rid of his back row. Probably should have gotten rid of his stadium. Oh, I do get rid of the stadium. Start getting kaiju counters. Probably should have gotten my kaiju there and then sacked his UA blocker for my kaiju instead of playing down my monsters first. And then I probably would have ended up on a better board. But that is hindsight. And if only I had drawn something besides Parallel Exceed that I could have summoned, because I did have kaiju in hand from the Waterfront Tower. And to get rid of his Blackluster Soldier. But sadly, I am horrible with top ticking cards that I need. Because then I could have... I don't think I could have even done really anything with that, if I'm being honest. I couldn't really do anything, no matter what I drew there, unless I drew another, like, 4-mud skipper. So, yeah, lost the first set 1-2, so I am now down 1 game, as well as 1 differential into this matchup. Into game 3, I decide that I will bring my ABC Union Package deck, thinking no matter what he has left, this is my best deck, so it will get me at least the 2-1. And yeah, I do win the rock paper scissors going first, laying down my hanger, and I start going into the basic combo of using Buster Drink. I do need to equip Union Driver with Union Hanger's effect because you cannot special summon the monster that is equipped with Union Hanger, but you can with Union Driver. And yeah, I just start comboing off, setting up Union Carrier, getting Photon Orbital to get my Galaxy Soldiers onto the field so that I can make Cyber Dragon Infinity in the end, as well as ditching cards to make ABC Dragon Buster. I do leave cards in hand so that I can use ABC Dragon Buster's effect. He is playing Ancient Warriors plus Tri-Brigade with a few Fire Formation spells, because that is 3 different decks that he drafted. And yeah, he starts popping off as he tries to use an effect that would pop my cards. I use ABC Buster to get my 3 cards back, as well as equip a Assault Core to my Crushed Wyvern so that he can't just use an effect to pop it, with protection from monsters, as well as 1 protection from battle. And now I start popping again. Sadly, I cannot equip this, and I just start popping off Platinum Gadget so that I can get another special summon to get my IP Masquerena with 2, and then start climbing again into ABC Dragon Buster. Sadly, he sends it back to grave, but with IP Masquerena and Platinum Gadget on the field in his turn, I can make my Crusadia Avermax, which is pretty good. And yep, here I go, equipping stuff. For some reason, I did not realize Castell could only target face-up monsters, so I kind of messed up there, but I was still able to get ABC Dragon Buster and send a card to get rid of his only card, and then he surrenders because I have enough damage on the field to end him. Going into game 2, he decides that I should go first again, even though ABC is really good with going first. Setting up a bunch of negates onto the field. I really thought that he would want to go first to set up his board and possibly negate some of my stuff. So I cited in my second cards like Interrupt Kaiju Slumber because I did draft the 2 Kaijus, as well as my Lightning Storms. And they're still useful even going first if I can survive turns. Sadly, he did start with Effect Veiler, so I could not search another one of my Galaxy Soldiers, but I do start building Union Carrier back up. But, you know what, instead of equipping Union Driver, I probably oh wait, no, I started with Photon Orbital in hand. That's right. Hey, why must I start with Photon Orbital in hand? Interrupting Kaiju Slumber his field. There is a mistake right there. Probably should have summoned Crushed Wyvern so that even if he sets up a board and attacks, I can at least get all my pieces into the... Actually, no. Wasn't a mistake. It might have been a mistake. Just so that I could get a Assault Core back on the field. So that I would not be put so low. And if I draw the right card, I can make ABC, or I can could have made another Union Carrier with 2 monsters on the field. But sadly, that is not the case. And he just completely destroys my board. So we are going to game 3 of this set. And I am really hoping to pull up the W. That way we are even, both with a set 1 as well as 0 differential. And let's see what happens in this match. I do decide to go first, but once again, I start with Photon Orbital in my hand, even though I only have 1 of it, which is crazy. I am running 2 Union Drivers just in case I do start with 1 in hand. It is not horrible, but sadly I start with that and Lightning Storm. So basically I do not really have any plays going first. And I do activate Lightning Storm board wipe, which is still good going first. Here I make the mistake. I did not realize Union Carrier could equip from hand, but I probably should have equipped Photon Orbital from hand so that I could make my Infinity Dragon as well as send my cards to the grave so that I could have made ABC Buster Dragon and probably set myself up to win this game. But I do not. And he just combos off and does enough damage to me to win this game. So I am now down 2 sets, minus 2 differential. So now I am thinking that he is definitely going to bring Zoo last because he did bring in his first 2 and it is his strongest deck that he drafted. So I decide to bring my Cyber Dragons because I really think that he will definitely want to go first, even if he wins rock, paper, scissors. And if I win rock, paper, scissors, I can choose to go second. So win-win. Cyber Dragons are really good going second. So that is what I bring. And then if we go to game 2, he will probably make me go first, and I'll probably lose that one, but then I get to choose and I will win. So I at least win one set, going -1 for the week. He starts popping off with Zoo like I thought he was going to bring with his Tri-Brigades. But lucky for me, he ends on only this board. I do have Cyber Dragon in hand to special summon. Did not realize he could combo off so hard with this, but no really negates. Do have the draw power, use that to see what I have, and then use Cyber Emergency to get what I do need left. I do choose Cyber Replant because I do know that I will be sending a bunch of cards to hand or to the grave, so I can special something. This is going way too fast. Previous. Oh, why does it swap when I do that? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so I decide to bring a Cyber Replant because I do know I will be sending a bunch of stuff to the grave, so I will get both effects from it. And yeah, start popping off with core. I did summon Cyber Dragon without the 2100 in graveyard to special summon because I did have a plan later to use its effect after reviving it, like a smart noodle. Good thing about Cyber Dragon is I can use his Link monsters from Tri-Brigade to special summon Chimera Tech Mega Fleet, removing that card without a problem, without effects activating. And yeah, I then use my Cyber Dragon to create Anima, where he had linked his two monsters together to take over his other Link monster. I then use my remaining monsters to make Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, bringing back a Galaxy Soldier, sending 2 cards to the grave, as well as getting my Cyber Dragon Nova, which will revive my Natcaster with my other Cyber Dragon, using its effect there. As then I make Infernity take his only card, and then I have enough damage on board to win the game right here, even with the increased 1,000 life points I gave him. Gain a first turn knockout, actually. Really nice. And then, as you can probably tell by replays, I did win this one. He actually did make me go first in this. Luckily, I started off with Galaxy Soldier, but so that I can go into my Cyber Dragon. Of course, I send my Cyber Dragon to the grave so that I can revive it. Special summon the Cyber Dragon, I can use Cyber Dragon Veer to make all my Cyber Dragons stronger. I do use Cyber Dragon Infinity to negate, and then I end on this board because I can negate something, as well as if he does go to battle, I can use Cyber Dragon Seeker to get an attack boost on one of my monsters. But sadly, the thing I did negate, he could still play through. Always confused as to when to negate. Luckily, I do have Lightning Storm in hand for turn 3, which I thought I could at least get to, and then I use Cyber Dragon Court and then Red System to get back my Cyber Dragon. I do not make anything with this because I do not have a fusion spell, and I wanted to leave Cyber Dragon on the field because it is protected with Red System, which he did not know. As you can see later in this play, he goes for the direct attack, only doing like half. And then he tried, earlier he did try to pop my Cyber Dragon. Luckily, I do draw a no material, which I had just in case to stop his links or XYZ summon to make Anima take over his zoo. Foolishly, he set it up into a position where I could take it, and then I can take Mega Fleet, and then I just take my Cyber Dragon back with Cyber Dragon Nova, make Infernity attack with a negate on board. And luckily he only draws Nerval. I do negate that effect as he gets back that, and at this point he has no cards to go into, letting me win this set actually 2-0, which means that even though I do lose the week with 2 sets to 1 set, I do go 0 differential, which is very nice, because that means overall I still have not gone into the negatives with differentials, and it's still early in the season, so that I can climb up the leaderboard and hopefully make playoffs. Next week, for week 3, I am going up against my good friend Chewcast. He is coach of the Baltimore Raid Raptors. He, of course, always does draft Raid Raptors, but he also has a bunch of other tricky stuff, such as Dragunity. And yeah, I will catch you for that battle next week. And maybe next week I might live stream it on Twitch for those who might want to watch. I'm actually going to do the battle this Sunday, as this episode is going up on Friday. Usually a week after the battle, I post these on Friday, so I will post next week's video next Friday, but I will be playing this coming Sunday. So catch you for that. Goodbye!